Walter Scott, born September 23, 1943, in Fort Worth, Texas, was a co-founding vocalist of The Whispers, a legendary R&B group whose smooth harmonies and timeless hits like "And the Beat Goes On" and "Rock Steady" defined soul music for decades. Alongside his identical twin brother, Wallace "Scotty" Scott, Walter helped form the group in 1963 in Watts, California, creating a legacy that spanned over 6 decades. Known for his buttery baritone and commanding stage presence, Walter's voice shaped the group's signature sound, earning them 15 top 10 R&B singles and 2 #1 R&B hits. A Vietnam War veteran and dedicated family man, Walter's life was marked by resilience and passion. Tragically, on June 26, 2025, at age 81, Walter passed away in Northridge, California, after a 6-month battle with stage 4 stomach cancer. This biography explores his early life, career, personal challenges, lifestyle in 2025, cause of death, and enduring legacy, celebrating a soul icon whose music continues to resonate. Walter Scott was born in Fort Worth, Texas, alongside his twin brother, Wallace "Scotty" Scott, into a family that nurtured their musical talents from a young age. Growing up in a modest household, the Scott brothers began singing in church choirs, where their harmonious voices first took root. In 1959, the family relocated to Los Angeles, California, seeking better opportunities, and the twins enrolled at Jordan High School in Watts. It was here that their musical journey began in earnest, as they performed jazz standards as a teenage duo and sang on street corners with friends Nicholas Caldwell, Marcus Hudson, and Gordy Harmon, initially known as the Eden Trio. Walter's early years were shaped by a strong sense of community and faith, with gospel music providing a foundation for his vocal style. His dedication to music was briefly interrupted when he was drafted into the U.S. Army during the Vietnam War, serving as a signaller from 1966 to 1969. This period, detailed in a 2017 Los Angeles Sentinel interview, tested his resilience, but he returned to Los Angeles determined to pursue music with the Whispers. His early experiences in Texas and Watts instilled a work ethic and passion that would define his career, laying the groundwork for the group's eventual rise to stardom. Walter Scott co-founded the Whispers in 1963 in Watts, California, with Wallace, Nicholas Caldwell, Marcus Hudson, and Gordy Harmon. The group's early years were marked by local performances and a move to the San Francisco Bay Area in 1966, invited by Sly Stone, where they honed their show-stopping live act. Their first singles, released through Door Records in 1964, showed promise, but it was their 1970 hit, "Seems Like I Gotta Do Wrong," which reached number 6 on the R&B charts, that marked their initial breakthrough. Signed to the Soul Train label under Don Cornelius and Dick Griffey, the Whispers gained traction in the 1970s, with moderate hits like Olivia from their 1978 album Headlights. The group's defining moment came in 1979 when they joined Dick Griffey's Solar Records. Paired with producer Leon Silvers, they released the self-titled album The Whispers, featuring the iconic "And the Beat Goes On," which topped the R&B charts and reached number 19 on the Billboard Hot 100. The song's infectious disco groove became a cultural anthem, later sampled by artists like Will Smith in his 1998 hit Miami. The album also included the ballad Lady, which peaked at number 3 on the R&B charts, and A Song for Donny, a tribute to Donny Hathaway. Walter's baritone, blending seamlessly with Wallace's tenor, was central to the group's lush harmonies, earning them RIAA Gold status for the single and album. The 1980s were a golden era for the Whispers, with hits like It's a Love Thing, number 2 R&B, Keep on Lovin' Me, and Tonight. Their 1987 album Just Gets Better with Time featured Rock Steady, written by Babyface, which became their second number 1 R&B hit and reached number 7 on the Hot 100. Walter's vocal precision and stage charisma, described by Soul Tracks as impeccable, helped the group maintain relevance across decades. The Whispers amassed 15 top 10 R&B singles and 8 top 10 R&B albums, with The Whispers, 1980, and Love Is Where You Find It, 1982. Hitting number 1. Their music, blending romance and social awareness in songs like How Long, resonated with fans and influenced hip-hop through sampling by artists like 50 Cent and Mobb Deep. Despite personal tragedies, Marcus Hudson's death in 2000 and Nicholas Caldwell's in 2016, the Whispers persevered, with Walter remaining a constant presence. In 2022, inspired by Taylor Swift, they re-recorded their hits to reclaim catalog ownership, earning a Soultrax Lifetime Achievement Award. Walter's dedication shone through, performing at events like the 2023 Taste of Soul Family Festival in Los Angeles, though his illness forced him to miss shows in early 2025. His career, spanning over 60 years, earned the Whispers inductions into the Vocal Group Hall of Fame, 2003, and the National Rhythm and Blues Hall of Fame, 2014. Walter Scott passed away on June 26, 2025, at age 81, in Northridge, California, following a 6-month battle with stage 4 stomach cancer. According to Soultrax and the Los Angeles Sentinel, he died surrounded by family in an Oakland hospital, with billboards specifying complications from cancer and underlying ailments. Walter had been receiving chemotherapy and other treatments, which prevented him from performing in the Whispers' recent concerts. Desiree L. Benson, a promotional team member, confirmed his passing to Soultrax, stating, "His voice, presence, and contributions helped shape a musical legacy that touched millions." The exact details of his illness were not publicly detailed, but his family noted he faced the battle with courage. His death prompted widespread tributes, with outlets like Vibe and Black Enterprise mourning the loss of a soul icon whose music defined generations. Walter Scott was a devoted family man, survived by his wife, Jan, 2 sons, and 3 grandchildren. His bond with his twin brother, Wallace Scotty Scott, was the cornerstone of his personal and professional life, with the duo's chemistry driving the Whispers' success. In a 2017 Los Angeles Sentinel interview, Walter reflected on their partnership, saying, "We knew by 1981, we didn't think of it as made it, we thought of it as validation from our peers and fans." His service in the Vietnam War from 1966 to 1969, as a signaler, deepened his sense of duty, which he carried into his family life and music. Walter's reserved demeanor, contrasted with Wallace's outgoing nature, balanced their dynamic, with Walter often focusing on vocal precision and performance quality. He maintained close ties with his bandmates, particularly Nicholas Caldwell and Leah Vale Degree, who replaced Gordy Harmon in 1973 after a larynx injury. Walter's commitment to community was evident in the Whispers' advocacy for education, cancer awareness, and social justice, earning them a Presidential Lifetime Volunteer Service Award from President Biden in 2022. His personal life, though private, reflected a deep love for family and music, with his grandchildren often cited as a source of joy in his later years. In early 2025, Walter Scott lived in Northridge, California, in a comfortable home shared with his wife, January. His lifestyle was a blend of quiet family life and continued dedication to music, despite his cancer diagnosis. As a veteran performer, Walter maintained a disciplined routine, focusing on vocal health and physical wellness to sustain his stage presence, though his illness limited his performances. He likely drove a practical yet reliable vehicle, such as a sedan, suited to his low-key lifestyle. His diet, while not detailed, likely emphasized health-conscious choices to manage his condition, with family meals being a cherished ritual. Walter's hobbies included listening to jazz and gospel, genres that influenced the Whispers' sound, and spending time with his grandchildren. Socially, he remained active in Los Angeles' music community, attending events like the Taste of Soul Family Festival in 2023, where the Whispers headlined. His home, described in tributes as a warm gathering place, reflected his love for family and music, with memorabilia from the Whispers' career likely adorning the space. Despite his diagnosis, Walter stayed engaged with fans through the group's re-recorded catalog project, showcasing his commitment to legacy. His lifestyle balanced humility with the pride of a storied career, even as health challenges loomed. Walter Scott and the Whispers were committed to social causes, using their platform to advocate for education, cancer awareness, and social justice. Their 2022 Presidential Lifetime Volunteer Service Award recognized their community work, including performances at charity events and support for local initiatives in Watts. Songs like "Seems Like I Gotta Do Wrong" and "How Long" addressed social issues, resonating with audiences seeking change. Walter's personal battle with cancer likely deepened his involvement in awareness efforts, though specific initiatives tied to his final years are not detailed. After his death, fans and peers praised his compassion, with Black Enterprise noting his music's role in uplifting communities. His legacy inspired donations to cancer research, as reflected in online tributes. Walter faced significant challenges, including his Vietnam War service, which temporarily halted his music career, and the loss of bandmates Marcus Hudson, 2000, and Nicholas Caldwell, 2016, which tested the group's resilience. His 2025 cancer diagnosis was his greatest personal challenge, forcing him to step back from performances after decades of consistency. Despite chemotherapy's toll, Walter's dedication to the Whispers' legacy remained, as seen in their 2022 re-recording project. His ability to perform into his 80s, described by Vibe as remarkable dedication, showcased his strength. Walter's reserved nature belied a fierce commitment to his craft, navigating industry changes and personal losses with grace. Walter Scott's legacy is etched in the Whispers' timeless catalog, with hits like And the Beat Goes On and Rock Steady defining R&B's golden era. The group's 15 top 10 R&B singles, 8 top 10 albums, and 2 No. 1s earned them a lasting place in music history, with inductions into the Vocal Group Hall of Fame, 2003, and National Rhythm and Blues Hall of Fame, 2014. Walter's baritone, paired with Wallace's tenor, created a sound sampled by hip-hop artists like Will Smith and 50 Cent, bridging generations. His 2022 Soul Trax Lifetime Achievement Award celebrated his contributions, with fans calling him one of the most trusted voices in 70s soul music. His death on June 26, 2025, marked the end of an era, with outlets like Billboard and the Los Angeles Times mourning a quiet giant. Survived by his wife, Jan, 2 sons, 3 grandchildren, and brother Wallace, Walter's music continues to inspire, with the Whispers catalog celebrated for its romantic and social themes. His advocacy for community causes and resilience in the face of cancer cemented his impact, leaving a legacy of love, harmony, and soul.